All right, so there were some injury news around the league the last day or two. Starting with Anthony Edwards, he is out 1 to 2 weeks, or at least going to be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks from knee swelling. They didn't really give a diagnose. Swelling is just a symptom, so it'll be interesting to see if it's anything more serious than what they are saying. But during this part of the season is not a good time to be out with a knee injury, right? So even if he's out 2 weeks, that's a lot of games that he's going to miss with Minnesota, which makes it difficult for them to kind of maintain their stance in the West. So that's going to be a huge difference. What do you see with Minnesota? Because number one, they just don't have that much depth.
Yeah, they losing Alexander Walker, right? From last year.
Yeah, they really didn't replace him either.
So they're not as deep, and so I thought for a second when he got injured, I was thinking, it's possible they might fall back into the play-in, but they actually have won a couple games without him.
They did. Yeah,
against Phoenix, which was a big one, obviously, and then against Utah. But so I think I think they're going to be a top 6 probably regardless. But yes, obviously, they need a healthy Ant, which is probably why he's out. But yeah, they lose another game or two, right? Things happen. Phoenix, wins a couple of games. You're kind of right back in that play-in territory. So obviously, it's a concern, right? But probably not a super type of concern from what we're hearing.
If you would have heard like he tore his meniscus or anything like that, obviously that'd be a big concern. Or sprained knee. He's dealing with maybe he's just dealing with the course of the season, right? Yeah. His knee just started to get irritated, swelled up, and it's just time to give him some rest, allow his body to kind of catch up a little bit before he gets into a tough playoff series.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yep. All right. Then another player that has been out, 18 games in a row now. I think today makes it 19. Stephen Curry.
How's it been?
He's missed a chunk of the season now, right? And it was at one point thinking he was going to be back at the All-Star break. Shams revealed today that he did have a PRP injection. So I think when he had the setback and he had persistent swelling and pain in the knee when he was on the court, they decided to do a PRP injection. That is a way to speed up the healing process. It's plasma rich plasma, right? So you're essentially irritating the knee or causing a good inflammation to allow your body to go through that inflammatory process again to help you heal. So typically it will help with the pain. It'll help decrease some of the pain, swelling that he had. And so far, it's been a good thing because he was able to return to some on-court activity. Today, he went through his pregame routine, did some sprinting, cutting, kind of looked more like the Steph Curry. Best thing out of it is he hasn't had any pain or swelling when he has been doing those workouts. So it looks promising for him coming back towards the end of this month at least. That's according to reports. But the Warriors are a terrible team right now. Yeah. They are 3 games below 500.
No, they're not.
Yes. And I don't care.
Hold on. What? Oh, no. They're 10.
Yes, they are.
They're 10 right now.
They're about to be, they're getting close to those 41 losses, which would make them a team that's going to be below 500 going into the playoffs, right? So they only have 5 more losses to get to just be a 500 team, right? So I don't think Steph coming back makes any difference with this team. Yes, will they win some games? Absolutely. But are they going to do anything in the playoffs this year? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Great insight on the PRP, obviously, too, with Steph. And it looks like it's helping him out. But, it's great to have him out there. But the way it looks, worse. Best case scenario, Warriors are going to be the 8th seed, playing OKC, which, obviously it'll be a fun, short, probably series, maybe some good games within like a 4 or 5 game series, but with Steph or not, or definitely, without him, I don't even think they'd make the playoffs, but I know they've been struggling, but damn, straight up, man, if Memphis were playing a little bit better, they might be a little if they had a better kind of start, they might actually be creeping into that 10 spot. I mean,
I just realized they have 44 losses.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, Warriors are 8 games above.
Yeah. But I mean, at this point, they're a 10 seed. Like they have to win 2 to get into the actual playoffs just to become an 8th seed, right? I don't see them jumping ahead of the Clippers right now. I think that'd be Clippers lost 3 in a row, so
I know
it gives them a little bit. And obviously, nobody's catching Phoenix in that 7th seed. I doubt it. No. So it's really just like, can you get past Portland? Of course, right? Yeah. But do you get past a hot Clippers team like they've been playing? I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, they've lost a few in a row, but I'm sure they probably kind of, their Clippers will probably end up with like a couple games above 500 or something like that, So the way it's looking, is Golden State, unless Curry comes back sooner than later, I mean, they're going to be hovering around that 500 mark. But I mean, I don't know. Regardless, it's still going to be tough for them.
I'll pose a question to you. Do you just fully break it up this summer? Because to tell me that you're going to go into it, to tell your fan base too, that you're going to go into the next season with Jimmy Butler coming back from ACL at 36, Draymond Green being 36 years old and looking kind of the way he looked this season, and then Steph Curry coming back at 38 years old, like after dealing with some knee issues. I just don't see that as anything different than what their team is this year.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know it's tough because the whole Steph Curry thing, and you don't want to waste his years, but you have to, I think, kind of go youth movement, break it up. Again, I don't know what Steph Curry is going to think about that. It's probably not going to mean it's pretty, but I guess you could just go back with the same squad and hope Jimmy B comes back halfway through the season, and unless you get Giannis in the off season, which will.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one move that you make, right? That's the one move that you can, you obviously trade away Jimmy and or Draymond or whatever package of and the picks and all that stuff, and then you have some combination of Steph and Giannis and either Jimmy or a Dre, right? So it's like that could be possible, and then have some young people around that. You got some young guys that are playing well, like Santos is playing super well, and he earned a contract with the Warriors, and Pods is playing like Pods. I mean, I don't he's not doing what he should be doing, but maybe that's just the type of player that he is, right? Yeah. So you have some players that can be role players, right? And if you got a Giannis, that would make a huge difference. But I think that's honestly literally the only save that they can make. Besides that, they have to either blow it up. It's either literally try to get Giannis or blow it up. Yeah,
and getting Giannis probably means blowing it up, right? Because you're trading Butler and Draymond, right? So it's like
you're blowing it up, but you're getting somebody that would be all-star caliber.
Yeah, I would say that'd be like their last Hail Mary, for the end of Steph Curry's career. But other than that, it's probably a wrap.
Yeah, crazy to see. But speaking of Giannis, that's who I wanted to get into in my last injury. So he is now out with a hyperextended knee. Essentially caused a bone bruise, and he's kind of had this before. It's happened at least 3 times, I think, with him. And there was some controversy today because essentially the Bucks want to shut him down for the regular season, the rest of the season. And there's 13 games left for the Bucks, and they're essentially out of the playoff race right now. I mean, they're beyond out. They're 6.5 games out of the 10 seed, right? So you're talking about you're not going to even make the play-in, and it makes sense that your superstar player, who is likely going to be traded in the offseason, to not play the rest of the season. But of course, what does Giannis do? They have a meeting. He says, nope, I'm going to play no matter what, as long as I'm healthy. And now we have a stalemate with it. What are your thoughts on this? Because I have my opinion on the situation, but I'll let you go first.
So when he was injured during the trade deadline, I mean, I was pretty damn sure that we have seen the last Giannis in a Milwaukee uniform because he's either going to get traded or there's no possible way if he doesn't get traded that he plays because there's really nothing that can only bad could happen. Let's just say that, right? For both parties.
Sure. Yeah.
In an era where we kind of get on players for not playing, I mean, I do, give him that credit. He just wants to be out there, but is it for selfish reasons or is it that he is that type of player? Like, I just want to be out there playing. Fans kind of want to come see me. Which of the two do you think it is? Because I'm kind of leaning towards he just wants to make Milwaukee look bad, or like he wants to be on his terms, basically.
The problem I don't have a problem with players wanting to play. Right. I have a problem when they do it at time and place. Because right now he is trying to be the guy that, oh, no, I make the decisions. I'm not going out like that. I beg to play. I'm loyal to Milwaukee. Oh, we're not even in the playoffs, but I still want to play. Get out of here, man. You are the Milwaukee Bucks, right? If you're injured, there's no reason that you should go out there and then blow out your knee or blow out your Achilles or any of that type of stuff going into the regular season, into the season. And number two, if I'm Milwaukee, hell no, I don't want you to play. Literally, you have requested a trade. You are our only asset to rebuild this team. And you don't want to be here, but you're going to pretend like you want to be here by making it look like, hey, I want to play because I'm loyal to Milwaukee. To me, it's a tired act. I think he's genuine. I think Giannis is really a genuine player, but I just think the act of him always keeps saying, no, I didn't request a trade. This is my home and this is where I want to be. But if we're not winning, then I'll kind of look at something else, right? He's just so wishy-washy when it comes to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, way to tell it like it is. Yeah, he kind of doesn't want to be like the bad guy, maybe, or that thought of oh man, he has the Bucks by the what. He's not even playing the rest of the season. Yeah. When, I mean, let's be honest, like I mentioned a second ago, for both parties, I think it was just best not to have him play. Now we got injured, and these are the things that can happen. Luckily, it doesn't seem like it's too serious. But please, Giannis, just sit out the rest of the year, and let's see what happens in the summer.
Yeah, and honestly, I just don't want to see him get injured again. He's had 2 calf strains, and like I've always talked about, once a calf strain happens, that can be a weakened calf, can lead to Achilles. Now he's had a hyperextended knee, which means he's going to have swelling in that joint. The joint is going to be a little bit looser, more chances of lack of stability, more chances of a ligament injury. So they honestly have nothing to play for. And you're talking about coming back with say he's out for 2 weeks, coming back for 5 or 6 games with nothing to play for. Not even a normal team, a player would normally do this. A star player would normally not, if it was LeBron or if it was Luka and the team was garbage, they wouldn't be playing the last 5 or 6 games. Probably even if they're healthy, right?
Yeah.
So no, I just don't see it's a smart move on his side.
Oh yeah, no, none at all, not at all. Hopefully, once he does kind of get healthy, that he takes the high road and sits out, and like I said, just kind of prepare for what the summer brings. And there's going to be a lot of drama around that. For sure, yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer. So, listen, not the last time we're going to hear about Giannis and and also Shams and him going at it too, because I don't think Giannis really likes Shams, because Shams keeps reporting on some stuff, and then Giannis will come back and say it's not true. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic, especially when he reports on him. Yeah, it's funny to see, kind of funny and interesting to see star player and kind of lead, NBA guy that shares all the news with us and breaks everything, and kind of funny to see. But yeah, well, we'll have to see. The Bucks season is obviously done, and it was done well before the trade deadline. So 100%.